Hi, she's Trixie, and I'm Sarah, and this is Our Yarn World, a place where we come to share the love of yarn crafts and all crafts and what it gives us and what we hope it gives you.
Yes.
We're on episode 76 today, and we are coming with a tag that we created ourselves.
Yes. Yeah.
We are hoping that this catches on and that people would enjoy this tag with us. We might be able to curate a tag or a hashtag, or you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do that, but yeah, we're hoping that you as our subscribers will answer the questions as well.
Even just down in the comments, wherever
Yeah.
one's piqued your interest the most.
Yeah, we'd like to know what you think about Pinterest.
So, we will have the full entire list on the description, and any ones that you would like to answer, go ahead. Any ones that piqued your interest or anything that you didn't know about Pinterest or us, yes.
And when I type up the questions, I'll put who it was that thought up that question, because we both thought up questions this time. So this is called Pinterest Made Me Do It, and it's a tag that she decided we were going to do a couple weeks ago, and we're just like, uh-oh, now we better think of the questions and get the answers down.
Yeah.
So I'll read the questions, and then maybe I'll answer first, and then you can answer.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. So, number 1, how did you first hear about Pinterest? I heard from a young lady at church. She was so excited about it. I don't know if it was when it first came out. I think it might have been, because it was quite a few years back. And she was so excited about it, it made me curious. And so I went home and I found it, and it was like, oh yeah, this is right up my alley. I love this. So, how did you find out?
I haven't talked to this person in a while, but I know she is someone who follows us. I really think I heard it from a friend named Roxanne.
Yeah.
I remember being at their house, and we were on the couch, me and her, and she had her tablet out, and we had been playing a game, but then she switched it to that, and I was like, what is this? And she was just showing me around her boards and where she's been getting her interests and where she's been getting some of her, like ideas from, and I was like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's where I heard it
Yeah.
from.
Yeah.
And part of the reason I feel like that's where I heard it from is because she became like my first friend on there.
Yeah.
And so I knew that I talked to her. I feel like it was her.
Yeah.
I really feel like it was her.
Number 2, do you pin a lot or a little? I'm not on it all the time, but when I am, I do find a lot to pin.
Oh God, I pin a lot. I am like a speed runner when it comes to pinning. Like I cause I sometimes feel like I only have 5 minutes to enjoy it, that I've like learned how to like get my thumb to react and pin things so quick that I can get as much saved and looked at on one page, and sometimes it's a whole page that I'm saving, and it's like, okay, where to where, let's go.
Don't want to lose it.
No, yeah, don't want to lose it. That's exactly it.
Yep. Number 3, how do you create your boards? By category. Whether it's yarn, fitness, organization, recipes, anything like that. I just tend to do it off what the category seems to be at the time.
I feel like I do it by interests or moods.
I can see that about you. Yes. Okay. Number 4. How OCD are you, so to speak, in maintaining your boards? I have to have mine in the right category. I am the OCD person that has to have everything in its place. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, long story. I am and I'm not. Like, I like to attempt, But there are times where like my fingers are going so fast that sometimes it gets in the wrong board. I've had needlework go into my cooking. I've had hairstyles go into my goals. I've had a really fancy shoe go in with my books.
Oh, wow.
But here's the reason why I don't care. First off, it's pinned. And like I said, sometimes when I'm speed running on it, I just need it saved somewhere.
Yeah.
And another thing is that when I go into my boards, there is a search bar for my board, for my whole entire like profile, what I've pinned. So if I can just look, hey, shoes, anything that is shoes related will just pop up, coming up one of the like the soonest I've done it to the latest I've pinned, so that like the most recent stuff will come up.
Okay,
like,
so you're gonna find it.
So
sooner.
I'm gonna find it no matter what.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So so like it's like organized chaos. It's fine. Like I know where everything is, even if everything else doesn't know.
That might work though.
This is like my ultimate trunk drawer. Okay.
Yeah.
It satisfies my brain.
Number 5. Do you make boards for things you would like to try separate from interests and inspirations, or do you try everything you pin? Mostly interests and inspiration, but I do try some of them.
I separate. So like I have a board for things that I know I typically am going to actually make. For as unorganized that I am, that's one of those things where it's like I have it under like a DIY board where it's like this is something I am capable of doing.
Okay.
So I have things I'm interested in or inspired by, but these are things that I actually think I can do.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. 6. How many interests do you... Okay. 6. How many interests do you use Pinterest for? All or for very specific reasons? Like fandoms, crafting, decor, books, cooking, styling, art, relationships, life hacks, etc. I personalize it to myself, my specific likes. So I have a whole lot in like organization. I have some books, recipes, whole lot of yarn stuff, yarn work, yarn colors, yarn, how to pick colors from when you're gonna do yarn stuff. There's whole sections on just colors that work together, and I like to do those too. So
I have 89 boards.
Well, then you have a lot more than I do.
I have over 18,404 pins.
Wow.
I looked it up today.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I'd say you have a little bit of a problem, but then again, it's all free, right? So.
Well, here's the thing. I get into this later with some of the other questions I have that explains it, but I've been also on here for over 10 years.
True. Yeah.
So if I'm on it every day and I pin something like, 30 pins a day, it's going to add up.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Yes, it is.
What?
That is so awesome.
Oh.
Pinterest is so cool that way.
I have boards for my dreams, my imagination, things I like to do, goals, interests, things, and people I am a fan of, music, books, video games, aesthetics, hairstyles, party planning, event plans, special events, clothes and style inspirations, parenting ideas, cooking and snacking, life hacks, funny things, and my crafting. Oh God, my crafting.
Yes. Yes. Isn't that what we're here for anyway? Yes. All right, number 7. Is Pinterest a go-to spot to get inspiration when you need help? Yeah. Especially if I just want to see examples of how others do it. Yes.
My answer was, duh. Yeah, everything.
Yes.
I go on there as soon as I need help with something.
Yeah.
It's like, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be I need to go get surgery. Well, I need a go-to list for what I'm going to pack for the surgery because someone's already made it and I'm going to find it on Pinterest.
Yeah. I mean, there is not an idea on there that hasn't been thought of.
And shared.
Yeah. Number 8. How often do you use Pinterest to scroll instead of social media like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat to de-stress? Probably about once a week I'm on there, maybe twice. I tend to go to Facebook somewhat, YouTube a lot, but Pinterest is my third major thing that I do. I really don't get on any of the rest of them. Instagram, Twitter, any of those. I just don't.
It was just an idea for...
Yeah. I'm just saying, for me, that I have YouTube, I have Facebook, and I have Pinterest. That's it. That's pretty much it.
Well, for me, like, a lot. I go on there a lot, and that's evident, obviously, by how much I have on there, but I don't like the drama, and I like to, sometimes I have periods of time where I avoid social media just because I'm just, I don't know, or the news, or like if I'm not up for a conversation and someone sees that I'm on a social media, then they're going to want to talk to me, and I'm just sitting there being like, I need a serotonin release in my brain. I just need something happy.
Yeah.
It calms me down when I'm on something that's already curated to what I already know I like, no matter what it is.
Yes.
Like, no matter what interest it's going to pop in my face. Because I've been on here for over 10 years, I've cultivated it to such a way that, like, I'm not going to not like what's on there.
Yeah.
And I'm not being committed to something that or being presented with something that I don't feel like I have emotional time for.
Yeah, true. Okay, number 9. Who goes to Pinterest to kind of window shop or treat like a magazine? Me. It's like getting to shop without all the guilt of spending that money.
Like,
You have to put everything into your categories and it's not spent a dime.
Or like a cart. Like, it feels like a cart.
Yeah.
But, like, it's all still on your phone.
It's on your phone, but you know what? That's the inspiration that we need.
Right. It just is a booster.
Yeah.
I do. It feels like a personalized magazine that you can ask ideas from.
Yeah.
It's like you can ask for inspiration or ask it to show you something, and it just will.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it is. 10. Is there a time of day you get on Pinterest the most? Mostly, if I'm going to do it, it's right before bed. It calms me down, and it helps me to figure out what my next project's going to be, or how I'm going to, maybe the color work that I'm going to do, or whatever. So I would say before bed.
Probably nighttime. Like, it's like I said, it's just a calming thing. But mostly, downtime in general to me is Pinterest time.
Yeah.
So likely every day, at some point I get on, or I get a notification that takes me to it if I'm not on it. It's very frequent activity that I'm on it. A lot.
Yeah.
It might not be every day, but it's enough where it's just sinful.
Right. Yeah. 11. How good is the algorithm in your interests or suggesting what you might like as well? Pretty good. I like what they do suggest.
I have been on Pinterest for a while. The algorithm has definitely been well educated in my interests, and it always seems to know what I might like. Next, it's where I learned about the perler beads, just as an example.
Right, right. 12. What is your current obsession on Pinterest? Mosaic crochet patterns. That is my current interest.
This is gonna be very random. It happened the other day, but terraniums.
Oh my goodness.
And you wanna know why?
Why?
I've been watching these videos and it's so calming, but they're little ecosystems and it's like you're a god.
Oh my gosh. Well, there you
It's
go.
like you can create this little ecosystem and you can get these jars that are only this big and create little ones that could be a necklace that
Oh wow.
that once the plant is big enough inside, you can take it out and then just put a new plant in.
Oh,
But
wow.
like you can create little landscapes from books that you like. Like I found one that did a whole Hobbit house.
Oh wow.
Or like the tiki, not the tiki, like the Easter Island statues, the big, or like you can make one that's like a cave
Oh wow.
and make it look like there's people inside, or you can do it where there's actually, you can create one where there's an actual lake and then there can be moss and like little lily pads living in it and
Oh,
like
wow.
fish, or
See?
like. But it's this, like, you can take it with you.
She's very into this, isn't she? Okay.
It's dumb. Sorry.
13. What are things you can blame Pinterest for getting you into or hooked on? Oh geez, I think we just heard that one.
No.
Inspirational sayings and mosaic crochet patterns.
I think for me, like, perler beads, crocheting, and knitting patterns that I would have probably never found anywhere
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
Crafts in general. Enabling my imagination. I did
Yeah.
recipes, problem solving, like life hacks and activities with my kids.
Yeah. That's a good one. 14. What have you enjoyed making off of Pinterest? The mosaics, the organization ideas for craft rooms, and how to get your kitchen organized and all that kind of stuff. Organization ideas in general for me. How to make your home cozy. Yeah, all the yarn work. All the color combinations that you can put together, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
For me, perler beads, like video game stuff, amigurumis, pillows. It's helped me get into like recipes.
Yeah, recipes. That's a good one too.
I have like tips, tricks, and sayings.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
all the fun stuff. 15. How many boards do you share with others and why? I am not typical, I don't think. I don't share my boards. I keep them for myself, just for me. I think I did share them at the beginning, and
Sharing, it doesn't mean that they're public.
Okay.
Sharing means that you actually have two people that can put into the same
okay,
board.
then, yeah, I used to do that with you, and
You probably still have those boards.
Yeah.
Maybe.
and maybe one other person.
Maybe not.
But I really don't share very much. I just kind of keep to myself
Yeah.
on there and just find things that inspire myself.
I have about 12 boards that I share. A lot of them are with my friend Stephanie. But it's always, a lot of it is brainstorming for books, shared interest, and projects and work-related activities.
Yeah. 16. Do you share and communicate with friends on Pinterest or tend to share a link? I do if I know someone's gonna love it. But
No, like, do you use Pinterest as your place to share it, or do you get a link and share it on, like, Facebook Messenger? You can share things through Pinterest with friends that you have on Pinterest.
I think I have shared before.
Right. Yes,
So,
but, like, do you normally share on Facebook, or do you normally do it through Pinterest?
I don't do it very often. So I wouldn't even know.
You share a lot with me.
Probably through Facebook, don't I? Yeah. So,
I have shared through Pinterest where I've had ongoing conversations with people. But if I do it and I do it like, if I personally do it, I tend to do it through Facebook Messenger just because I tend to see it more. And if I'm having a normal conversation with them, that's normally where I have my conversations through.
Yeah.
So for me to have one consistent ongoing conversation instead of having several different conversations going in different platforms or different apps,
yeah.
it's just easier for me to get a link and share it or screenshot it and share it.
Yeah. 17. How would you describe Pinterest to someone based on how you use it? Okay. It's a place you can go to find current likes and interests, or to find totally new inspiration in a different way that you never thought of. It's where creative people go to shine, and it's a guilt-free shopping trip.
Yeah, like for me, I said it's a game changer. Like problem solving, like crafting for me is a problem solving. Like we've talked about this, it's like a mental health release. Like
Yes.
it decompresses the pressure chamber. Like it gives you an outlet.
Yes.
But for me, I just like game changer, problem solving. It can help you find anything you enjoy there for inspiration.
Yeah.
And it's like a personalized magazine, free and always available, curated to your interests over time. It's amazing and fun.
It is amazing. 18. What do you like most on or about Pinterest? All the creativity. I cannot believe how creative people are. And it's so inspirational and it makes me so happy.
Yeah, I said it gives me an outlet and it feeds my interests, and I feel it is a space where I can have like an ultimate like scrapbook.
Yeah. Yes.
Magazine curated for me and by me and be around like-minded people. I know there are other places like this with better communication for communities to share the interests, but this still sparks conversation with the people that I enjoy sharing conversations with, because like there's like places like Tumblr that are similar to this, but it's more community based, where it's like, okay, if you share this interest, then you have like this platform, like this group that you can share it with and have ongoing conversations and interests to talk about this thing. And a lot of times my Pinterest pins take me to Tumblr because a lot of people share that link between these platforms that allow you to share interest, but over there it's much more of a conversation about it, and this is much more of like a museum about it.
Right. But you bring up a good point though. It's like a virtual
Scrapbook.
It's perfect that way. Yes, that's a good way to tell people it's like
a virtual scrapbook that you can make about all of the things that you like.
Yeah, you could tell people that too. I mean, that would probably get them on Pinterest.
It's like it's a very good marketing idea.
Yeah.
Hey, Pinterest, hit us up.
Yeah. Number 19, in the final question: have you ever considered making a post of your ideas, interests, crafts, sayings like the things you pen, and save it to your boards so others can glean from your ideas? No, I haven't done that so far.
I have thought about it, I think I would like to at some point. I don't know if I do it under the under my account as I have it right now. I might do it on another account I make.
Right.
That's kind of like clean and just built for that.
Right.
But like I would like it almost like a catalog of my projects for me to remember them, because like I could do it as in like in stages of how I've done my projects.
That would be so
because it would be like a journal / scrapbook for my interest, that people could see how I'm doing it and talk to me about it if they're interested. Yeah, because I'm the creator of it. But
you could do that.
But I also want to share like sayings and things that have inspired me, or things that have helped me, or like have a completely different thing of like a lot of my video game interests that I get nerdy about, or like books that I love and would like to share thoughts with, or like fan art about, or like things that I've made about things that I love, like with my perler bead designs and stuff, like the video game stuff, or like I said, the anime stuff I plan to make, and it's like or the RPG, and it's like, sorry, I keep saying that. Like but I feel as if it would be a really interesting outlet for someone like me that's not very organized, because it doesn't require me to be organized. It just requires me to take a photo and just
share it.
And it doesn't require me to actually really stop.
Right.
Because like a lot of times to take a photo, print it off, get it all set up, like I'm not that organized. But this doesn't require much more energy than just sharing the idea or the thought or the or kind of nerding out about something. Yeah.
There you go. You should do that.
That's part of the reason that like I said, me and my friend Stephanie always kind of like share the boards, because me and her always are just like, we share inspiration and we share aesthetics a lot, that like we both can like brainstorm an idea through what we curate together in a board, and then we can present it to like it's something that we present to each other all the time, because we both have access to that board and we can see what we're bringing to that idea all the time and building off of each other.
That's so cool. I like that idea.
But in this regard, we'd be able to do it for everybody, because everyone would be part of the conversation. And I love Pinterest conversations. Because I'm on the fandom side of things, when I'm on Disney or whatever, and it's like almost like this theory about something, and I'm just reading people just arguing about something. Oh my God, it's amazing. But like, I don't have to get involved because I don't know them.
Well, that is our 19 questions on Pinterest Made Me Do It. And if you would like to answer these questions, we'd love to hear your answers. And I don't even have anyone to tag on this. Anybody that wants to do this, please do. And just, hashtag it, Pinterest Made Me Do It, and we'll look for it, and we'll see your video.
Yeah, we'll see
your comments.
Yeah.
So, our scripture today, and I chose this specifically for this one, is, He has made everything beautiful in its time. And that's found in Ecclesiastes 3:11. And I don't know the
translation.
Yeah, I don't know the translation, just the address for it. But He has made everything beautiful in its time. And I think with everything that we can accomplish and do nowadays, and share our creativity, and I don't know, just the way that people do things, and even if you're doing the same thing, like I've been watching a lot of mosaic crocheters on YouTube, and they do their designs and stuff so much different than I do, or they think of ways to do it, and I'm like, wow, I probably wouldn't do that, but I like that they do it.
I appreciate their take on it.
And it makes me think of, well, what can I think of to do now that they've done that, maybe I
Yeah.
could do something that's a little off from that or whatever. And it's just like the creative side of people just keeps getting better and better and influenced and inspirational. It's just inspiring to see, and to think that he started it all with everything that he created. God created everything in its in its perfect way, and he did it beautifully, and he called it all good. And I just think, we're in such a time that we can see what other people do so much better because of Pinterest and YouTube and all these things, that we're just in a good time to be able to see all that.
For he made everything beautiful in its time. It's just so it feels so relevant in this, because it's like you are able to, it always feels like the next thing that you are very interested in comes in like waves. Like there are things that stay with you forever, but even the projects come in waves to your interests. Like,
Right.
hey, I'm gonna make an amigurumi, I'm gonna make a pillow, I'm gonna do my perler beads, I'm
Yeah.
gonna knit,
Yeah.
I'm gonna, where it's like you kind of have this freedom to kind of have room to, like I say, in its own time. It comes in its own place, its own season, its own...
Yeah, there is seasons to everything.
And it feels like this is a really interesting thing, because like Pinterest, the algorithm and everything and how it's built, it's all built off of, what's in right now. But it does that for what you like.
Yeah.
And it makes it your interest relevant to and makes it something that you can pull into what you are doing with what everything else is going on and where you're at in the world. And
Yes.
it's so fun. And I appreciate whoever thought up Pinterest.
Yes.
And it's just so convenient. It's just so convenient. And I hope that anybody who is interested in doing this tag would follow along. Please be willing to hashtag it so that we're able to see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and we're just really grateful to be a part of this adventure and ride and have this outlet.
Yeah.
And obviously I liked it more. Oh, Lord. Like,
Well,
I was super excited about this, and I thought you were going to have the same.
I honestly don't know how to look how many pins I have. I could be way up there too, because
Do you have it on your phone? Can I see?
pretty much,
You've been on it for about as long as I have.
yeah. And I knew about it right away because of this young lady from church.
So all you have to do is go here, and then it will tell you, let's see, where are all your pins? No, that sounds right. You don't have just 17 pins.
My yarn work is over 4,000.
Okay, so created.
We're looking up to see how many pins I have.
All pins. So this is how I did it for mine. This won't take us to this long. We're just curious, and you're along for the ride if you've made it this far. So my phone's about to die, so I gotta be quick about it. But yeah, my kids are sick.
Yeah. That was another thing that I wanted to bring up.
See, all pins.
Oh yeah. We were not able to film last week or put a video out because my husband contracted COVID again. Her kids are sick with double ear infections. Both Olivia and Kaniel have double ear ear infections. So, and we don't know, you know, from day to day what we're doing, but we're filming today, and we're going to be up on Friday, and you know, that's what we're doing.
I think you have something close to like 10,000 if we were to put it all together, because you have like 500 and like you had like 1,000, almost 2,000 right there.
Yeah.
And well, no, you probably have about as many as I do. You probably have more like 15,000 to 16,000.
Yeah.
So if not close to my number.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just
That's an idea I want to try.
Fiber Spider. He does those.
I
Find
really
it.
like that.
It's a mitered granny square, crocheted granny square. Yeah.
I don't know if we can. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
So
Isn't that pretty for a crocheted blanket?
Yeah.
I really like that. So that's one of the ideas.
So yes, hashtag Pinterest made me do it tag. We would really love it if you were to share that, and so we can see it. We are very hopeful that this might catch on. We're very much obviously in love with Pinterest, but we don't know how many other people are, but it seems to be a very growing theme in the community of any sort of creator or inspired people, like photography, like everything can be found on there. So we hope that this might have interested you into starting a Pinterest. If you haven't yet, this is a really good place to be able to find and curate a place where the internet can show you what you like in a way that is free, accessible, and fun, and allows you to see other people's ideas and the crafts that you do or the interests that you have, and maybe try something new. And it's just very relaxing and fun, and we just wanted to make a conversation about it. So again, our verse for today is, He has made everything beautiful in its time, Ecclesiastes 3:11, and I definitely think He has when it comes to this.
Yes,
so
that's for sure.
We are very grateful to have you, and for anybody who's actually made to the end of the video, thank you. We love you, and until next week, we hope that you have fun and stay safe and stitch your way
To mental health.